Imagine if a normal user become an admin just by changing URL, or if someone could access another user's profile, bank-wise or personal data. This is not a movie scene, this is a broken access control. The first vulnerability involves top 10. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about broken access control, rank A1 in WASP Top 10 2021. In this video, we will learn what is broken access control is, its different type, real world examples and practical demonstration with PortSwigger. First, let's understand what access control means. Access control is a security mechanism that defines who can access a system, control what action they allow to perform, protect sensitive data from unauthorized users. In simple words, access control ensures that every user only does what they are permitted to do, nothing more, nothing less. Why access control is important? Without access control, anyone could view private data, normal users could perform admin action, system could become insecure and unauthorized. Access control helps maintain security, privacy and integrity of data. Here are the some example of access control. Like users only view, edit or profile. Admin can manage users, settings or data. Guest can only read. The separation is called the role-based access control. Now, coming to the broken access control. Broken access control is a security vulnerability that occurs when an application fails to properly restrict what unauthenticated users are allowed to do. In simple words, users acting like an admin without permission. Why broken access control is dangerous? When access control fails, attackers do not need advanced hacking skill. They just misuse the permission, like unauthorized data access, data takeover, privilege escalation, data leak, or financial reputation loss. So, what are the common cause of broken access control? Missing unauthorized check, insecure data object reference (IDOR), hard-coded roles, client-side access control, predictable URL, JWT, or session mismanagement. Now, coming to the type of broken access control, there are five major type of broken access control. First one is vertical privilege escalation. Second one is horizontal privilege escalation. Third one is IDOR, insecure data object reference. Fourth one is forced browsing. Fifth one is bypassing access control check. The first type of broken access control is vertical privilege escalation. The vertical privilege escalation occurs when a user's low privilege, like normal users, gain an access of high privilege, like admin or super admin. Example, a user log in with a normal account. The users mainly type the admin in URL, like slash admin slash dashboard. The admin panel opened without checking user's role. This means the application did not verify the authorization. Then, the second type of broken access control is horizontal privilege escalation. The horizontal privilege escalation occurs when a user's access data or resource belong to the another users with the same privilege level. Like by changing the ID to 101 to 102, users A can access the profile of users B. No authentication, no authorization check is performed. Now, the third type of broken access control is IDOR, insecure data object reference. The insecure data object reference is a type of broken access control vulnerability where an application allows user to access internal object directly using user's control input without the properly authorized check. The objects are file, database record, user's profile, invoice, order. Let's take an example here. Slash download profile equal to invoice 123.pdf. If the user change the value to 124.pdf and the file will open successfully, then the users access someone else's invoice. Then the fourth type of broken access control is forced browsing. The forced browsing is a broken access control vulnerability where an attacker accesses hidden or unlinked or restricted page by manually guessing or discovering the URL. Example here slash admin slash backup slash secrets. Now the fifth and the last type of broken access control is bypassing access control check. The vulnerable occurs when a security or authorized check exists, but attackers are able to skip, manipulate or bypassing them to access restricted features or data, like removing the parameter to false to true, modifying the cookies from role users to admin, manipulating JWT token from role users to admin. Now I am going to show you the some practical in PortSwigger lab. In PortSwigger Web Security Academy considered the lab unprotected admin functionalities. So this is our lab, users controlled by request parameter. In this lab we have to access the admin panel by forgettable cookies and delete the call logs. We can also log in our own account by winner creator. Let's access the lab. In this lab we are removing the parameter from false to true. First, let's log in as a winner. I am going to use winner as our username and Peter as our password. And here I just log in. Now let's try to access the admin account by changing the ID to admin. And here I change winner to admin and I just log out. Because between the user and server there is any kind of permission who's restricting us to access the admin panel. First of all, we have to change the permission. To change the permission or look the request between the user and server, we are going to use Bubsuit for this. Turn on the intercept and again change the ID from winner to admin and observe the request we are getting here. And here we are getting the my account ID equals to admin, admin equals to false. We have to modify the request from false to true. After modifying the cookies, we are going to forward this request and again we are getting a new request. We have to change again these cookies from false to true and again forward. Then we got an admin panel here. Let's access the admin panel and we got an request here. We have to change again the cookies from false to true. After changing the cookies from false to true, we are going to forward again. And here I got a users list here, winner and Carlos. Now we are going to delete users Carlos as the lab told us to do. Click delete next to the Carlos and look at the request we are getting here and we are going to change the cookies from admin equals to true to admin equals to false and again forward. Once deleted, lab is solved. Let's look into one more lab. In this lab, user chat directly stores in a file system and we have to find the password of Carlos and log into their account. Let's access the lab. In this lab, we are using again Bubsuit for intercepting the request. Here I got a simple web application and I got a home, my account and live chat. Let's click on a live chat. Let's send a message here. I am sending here hi. They are replying us. But nothing happened here. Let's intercept on and click on a view transcript. And here I got a method of post. Let's forward this. And I got here one more request of get. Let's take to the repeater. Let's send this request again. And here I got 200 OK, but I didn't get any type of important information. Let's change the transcript 3 to transcript1.txt and send. And here I got my password here. Let's take this password and log in to the Carlos account. In this login page, I use Carlos as our username and password I have got and just log in. After login, here you can see I just solved my lab. How to prevent broken access control? We have to use server-side authorization, deny by default, role-based access control, validate every request, use indirect object reference, proper session management. Remember, never trust the client, always enforce the access control on the server. If you also want this PPT, I have shared link in my video's description.